At the edge of a mist-covered valley,
there stood a village called Mondemo.
a village that lived in fear of one thing.
The witches of the forest.
But between the village and the forest,
there lived a creature feared even more than the witches themselves. A python.
To the villagers, the python was not a guardian.
They believed it was an ally of dark magic, a servant of the witches, a living curse.
But none of them knew the truth, because what they feared as a monster was the very thing protecting their lives. Every morning, the villagers rose early, working their fields with caution. Children played, but they were warned never to go near the forest.
Whenever the python appeared, crossing a path,
or resting near the river, fear spread like fire. That snake belongs to the witches, they whispered.
It watches us, others said. Misfortune follows wherever it goes. And so,
without proof, hatred grew. But long before that fear was born,
the witches gathered one night, deep in the forest,
around a roaring fire. They were powerful, but they were also afraid. Afraid
of themselves. They knew their anger could destroy the innocent.
So they summoned the ancient python of the earth.
Great serpent,
we bind you with an oath. You will guard this border. You will restrain our wrath.
You will protect the villagers, even from us.
The first time a witch lost control, she walked toward the village.
The python stretched across the path.
It did not attack her. It did not harm her.
It simply stood firm. Again, and again, and again. Whenever anger rose, the python was there. It never asked for gratitude.
It never defended itself.
It was called an enemy,
while it stood as a shield.
As years passed, when crops failed, when a child fell sick,
blame turned toward the forest.
It's the witches and their python.
Fear became lies.
Lies became truth, and the village elders declared,
tonight,
we end the curse.
With torches and spears,
the villagers marched into the forest,
and there, as it always had, the python blocked their path. Spears were thrown.
Wounds were made, but the python did not strike back.
It endured the pain in silence,
refusing to move, because if it stepped aside, the village would fall. Stop,
a young girl cried out.
I saw it last night, she said. The python stopped a witch who came to curse us.
Silence fell.
The witches stepped out of the forest.
It is true, their leader said.
That serpent protected you from us.
Wounded and exhausted,
the python slowly retreated into the forest.
It did not look back twice.
Only once. From that day on, the witches kept their distance. The village learned restraint, and at the edge of the forest, on quiet nights,
the grass still moves. The python still lives.
Because not every monster is evil,
and not every protector is loved. Main moral best overall.
Never judge a protector by how others describe them. Sometimes the ones we fear the most are the ones quietly saving us. Deep folklore moral.
Fear turns lies into truth,
and truth into silence.
Wisdom begins when we question our fear. Life lesson relatable.
Not everyone who stands near danger supports it.
Some stand there to stop it. Emotional moral. True guardians rarely receive gratitude. They are often wounded by the very people they protect. Community moral. A community guided by fear will destroy its own shield. A community guided by understanding will find peace.